welcome back. We're gonna learn more poses today. We're going to learn the infamous downward facing dog, the pose that has so many benefits, but it is surprisingly more difficult than it looks. So let's get into it. We'll pop our hands towards the front of the mat and just come into a neutral tabletop here. So make sure that your hands are really spread wide. Your fingers are spread as wide as they can be. And then we're really gonna place our weight into our fingertips, especially this area right between your pointer finger and your thumb. So we're placing our weight into our fingertips, we're popping our toes into the mat, and then pressing up and back. Ideally, your whole foot is going to be on the ground, but as a beginner, you can bend your knees. A lot of people bring their weight forward in order to keep their legs straight. What I want you to do is push into your hands and get that straight spine. And if you need to, you can bend your knees here. We really want to have this straight spine in downward facing dog. So what you can picture when you're in downward facing dog is that your elbows are externally rotating. So we're trying to bring our elbows out to the side, and you'll feel your shoulders kind of clench in on your back here. So hands are spread wide, you're bringing your elbows down towards the ground, so down and out, and you'll feel a little bit of a difference here. So even just practice when you're not in downward facing dog, just practice here in this tabletop pose. So you're pressing your elbows out and down, and then you can pop back, keeping a nice straight spine. If your calves are tight, no shame in bending your knees. If you have nice and flexible calves here, we'll straighten our legs so we can get the full stretch of downward facing dog. Oftentimes you can walk out your dog by pedaling one knee in and then the other, getting a nice full stretch here. Sometimes it's really nice to warm up this pose too if you need to make sure that your calves are flexible and loose to begin this pose. Otherwise, just keep your knees bent here. Perfect. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop. A lot of times people have trouble with their wrists in this pose because you are working your wrists a ton, and a lot of people don't have the strength yet to go into this downward dog right away. That's okay, just keep working it, keep working on it, and eventually you'll build up your wrist strength. If you need, you can put your hands a little bit out to the side at like a 45-degree angle to make sure that you're putting the weight in your fingertips and not your wrists. You can pop your wrists up off the ground. This is a good test to see if you're putting the weight in your fingers or if you're putting the weight in your wrists. If your wrists are not coming up off the ground, you know that you're putting all the weight there. So that's a really good test. You can come back down to this neutral tabletop in a nice easy seat. Downward dog is a tough one, but it's a crucial part of any yoga practice. So just keep working at it. No need to be perfect. Just keep getting that progress and keep working little by little in getting this pose as correct as you can so that you can reap all of the benefits. I'm so excited to be on this yoga journey with you and can't wait to see you in future videos. Thanks so much. Bye.